They thought being alone would break her. But they were wrong. It built her. And by the time they realized it, she was already out of reach. You see, this isn't just a story about loneliness. It's about what happens when the world leaves you behind, and you decide to rise anyway. This is Broken Then Powerful, where pain turns into power. Her name was Alina. Not loud, not attention-seeking, not the kind of person people noticed when she walked into a room. And that was exactly why they ignored her. At school, she sat in the back. At work, she stayed quiet. In relationships, she gave everything. And still, she was never enough. People spoke over her. Friends forgot her. Family misunderstood her. And the one person she trusted the most? He left without a warning, no explanation, no closure, just silence. The kind of silence that echoes louder than words. At first, she thought it was her fault. Maybe she wasn't pretty enough. Maybe she wasn't interesting enough. Maybe she was too much. Or maybe not enough at all. So she tried harder. She smiled more. She said yes when she wanted to say no. She showed up for people who never showed up for her. And slowly, piece by piece, she disappeared. But they didn't notice. Because to them, she was always invisible. And that was their biggest mistake. Because one night, something changed. It wasn't dramatic. No shouting, no tears. Just a quiet moment. She sat alone in her room. Phone in her hand. No messages. No missed calls. No one checking on her. And for the first time, she didn't feel sad. She felt clear. Like a fog had lifted. And a single thought crossed her mind. What if being alone isn't the problem? What if it's the solution? That night, she stopped chasing. She stopped explaining. She stopped trying to be seen by people who refused to look. She stayed silent. But not weak. That silence, it became her strength. Days turned into weeks, weeks into months, and something incredible started happening. She began to meet herself. Not the version shaped by others, but the real one. She started waking up early, reading, learning, working on herself when no one was watching. She went to places alone. A cafe, a park, even the movies. At first it felt strange, uncomfortable, like she didn't belong. But slowly, that discomfort turned into confidence, because she realized something powerful. She didn't need anyone to complete her. She was already whole. While everyone else was busy seeking validation, she was building value. While they were distracted by noise, she was focused in silence. And in that silence, she grew, mentally stronger, emotionally independent, unbreakably calm. People started noticing, but not in the way you think. They didn't see the work. They didn't see the lonely nights, the self-doubt, the battles she fought inside her own mind. They just saw the result: confidence, peace, strength, and suddenly, the same people who ignored her started watching her. The same ones who left started reaching out. Hey, it's been a while. I miss you. Let's catch up. But she didn't respond the way she used to. No excitement, no rushing back, just calm. Because now, she understood something they didn't. Being alone didn't make her weak. It made her unstoppable. The turning point wasn't when they came back. It was when she realized she didn't need them to. And then came the moment, the one that changed everything. She walked into a room, the same kind of room where she once felt invisible. But this time, something was different. She didn't look around for approval. She didn't shrink herself. She didn't try to fit in. She simply existed, confident, grounded, unshaken. And suddenly, all eyes were on her, not because she demanded attention, but because she no longer needed it. People whispered, "Is that her? She's changed." No, she's different. And they were right. She wasn't the same girl anymore. The one who begged for love. The one who feared being alone. That version of her, she left it behind. In silence. In growth. In strength. And the biggest twist? She didn't hate those who left. She didn't resent those who ignored her. Because she knew if they hadn't, she would have never found herself. Sometimes, Being alone is not a punishment. It's preparation. It's life-removing distractions, so you can focus on becoming who you're meant to be. Because when you're alone, you face yourself, your fears, your insecurities, your truth. And that's where real strength is built. Not in crowds, not in validation, but in solitude. So if you feel alone right now, if it feels like the world has forgotten you, listen carefully. You're not being abandoned. You're being transformed. This is your moment, your turning point, the place where your old self fades, and your powerful self begins. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. Use it. Because one day, you'll look back at this lonely chapter and realize it was the reason you became unstoppable. Subscribe to Broken Then Powerful for more stories like this. Because sometimes, the strongest people are the ones who learn to stand alone.